For over 30 years, Movable Feast has been making and delivering meals at no cost to people who would otherwise be unable to afford, access, or prepare nutritious meals for themselves. Our home-delivered meal program is a health intervention. Movable Feast meals are medically tailored to people's specific health conditions, and we serve people living with HIV/AIDS, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and other serious illnesses. It's our intention to improve the health of Marylanders living at that intersection of food insecurity and chronic illness. We firmly believe in the power of food and the force of our work to improve health outcomes and quality of life for the people we serve.
For me, being connected to Movable Feast has been an effort of love. You see people that are in desperate need of assistance that society wants to forget, and it's our mission not to allow society to forget them.
Movable Feast's mission to kind of meet those and feed those at the intersection of chronic illness and food insecurity is one that really resonates with me, and I think with everybody. I think all of us can agree that food and a meal is one of the best expressions of love and care that you can give somebody. And I think especially for the population that Movable Feast serve, I think that's what's needed more than anything.
I have about between 25 and 28 clients, and the most important thing to me, and hopefully to them, the food is important, but it's that they see the same face every week.
Ride for the Feast is a wonderful event where people dedicated to the mission of Movable Feast do something that they enjoy doing together, getting on a bike and riding a long way, and do it to improve the lives of others. It's fun, it's exciting, and it is passion for the mission of Movable Feast shown right there on the road together in community.
Ride for the Feast is the best weekend of the year in my book. For 11 years, I've looked forward to it. Maybe I didn't look forward to it as much that first year. I had no idea what I was getting into. I showed up, I didn't know anybody, and I had, one of the greatest times of my life.
So it was coming into Baltimore, the second day of my first ride, and coming over a hill and seeing the city skyline. Realizing what we as a group had accomplished. That year, I want to say there were 230 riders. It was just absolutely amazing. We had beautiful weather. It was my first ride, and we just rounded a corner, and there was the Inner Harbor skyline. And then once we got to Anthem, riding around the harbor, seeing people lined up on the street. Years later, it's still overwhelming. I was feeling joy, tired as hell. My knees were hurting, they were swollen. But just seeing the outpouring of love was incredible.
When I was working, it was so important that our clients knew that people really were out there for them, and that they would do something like this for them, specifically for them. And they were so proud that their nurses, like somebody they knew, was actually going out there. And, funnily not just doing 140 miles, but they were thinking of them outside of work, and that they cared about them all the time. It was huge. You see our people walking all through the city all the time. And so to be able to scream and say Movable Feast and have somebody know you and screaming for you and cheering for you is so fun. It's so exciting.
No one just finishes it and says, that was a fun bike ride. It is such an experience. It is fun, it is purposeful, it is rewarding. The three words that come to mind when I think of Movable Feast is community.
Consistency.
Challenge.
The second would have to be hope, and then compassion.
Help and love.
Food is life, and it is health, and it is joy. And I also believe in community, in people coming together to make a better place for all of us.
The meals aren't secondary, but I think the connection in the whole process is the most important.
It was just kind of so I mean, magical almost. And everybody just finds a way to come together and have such a good time, and it, you know, to do it all for Movable Feast.
COVID-19 stabbing me, cycling for a ride for the feast to save lives. Feast, COVID-19 ain't stopping me. Cycling for a ride for the feast to save lives.